Guys, Deluded Goon on YouTube's very own Sky Sports, the Hood Sky Sports, and N'Golo Kante. You guys know who I am already. Now, you guys reacted very well to me asking a question, should I make a video on this topic on my Snapchat? Thank you very much for replying, because you're the reason I'm ultimately here and you're listening, doing this. I'm talking about the Pukas Awards. Lord knows, I hope I've said that right. For those who don't know, it's an award by FIFA, where a panel, well, the fans vote, but a panel go through thousands of goals and whatever and whittle it down to 10 or so, and they've done that. So we might as well talk about the goals and whatnot, and obviously go and look at them if you haven't seen them already. So yeah, let's go into it. Firstly, we've got to have, I think her name is Dania Castillos. Forgive me if I've said her name wrong. I think she was playing for the under-17s, Colombia or Venezuela, one of them countries, no offence. She scored from her own half. It was a banger. Poor keeping, but it was a banger. That was a banger. Probably not the best goal out of all of them, but it's definitely up there. Next, obviously, Mandzukic against Madrid. If you remember the bicycle kick in the Champions League, I believe, that was a banger. Probably not the best goal on the list for me, personally, but I can see why some would say. Next, I'm going to talk about the goal, which everyone seems to have as a winner, but I don't really have it as a winner, if I'm honest with you. If those of you don't remember, again, for Las Palmas, I hope I said their name right, versus Villarreal, Kevin Prince Boateng. It was a great run. It was a good bit of run of play. One of his teammates backheeled it to him, to which he kind of bicycle kicked it into the into the goal. It was a banger. It was a banger. There's no way around it. Probably not the best goal for me, but the way I can see, it was a great goal, but weren't the best goal. I mean, the play to create the finish, the backheel before it was a spectacular goal, but probably not the best one for me. Then obviously you had Matic's one against Spurs in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, I believe, at Wembley. That was better than the Kevin Prince Boateng one for me. On the basis that you see people score from outside the area more than you do see them do a bicycle kick, but it's the way he struck that. Lloris is one of the best keepers in the Prem. He struck that cleanly, couldn't have hit any cleanly. Keeper had no chance. And yeah, man, it was a banger in the context of the game as well. Yeah, man, that's one of my favourite goals on the list, to be honest with you. Next, you've got Alejandro Camargo, I believe. He was playing against O'Higgins. Probably the best goal for me. You know what? This is the best goal. It was from 50 or 60 yards. The keeper kicked it out. He volleyed it first time back to at the opposition's goal where the keeper kicked it out. Keeper rooted, nowhere to be seen. He finished it. He probably won't be able to do that again if you asked him, but it was a banger. That is the best goal for me, to be honest. Like I said, 50 or 60 yards. He had no right. He didn't even take a touch. You know when you see people, keepers off the line, someone takes a touch and then they try hoof it like Javi Alonso or something. He banged it first time, let alone banging it from first time. 50 to 60 yards. How much power, accuracy and technique you need on that. That's the best goal for me, to be honest with you. He finished the keeper. The keeper has to hang his head in shame because it was poor distribution by him. And I that's one of my pet hates. I hate keepers that can't distribute the ball properly. So there's that. That's the best goal for me. You've got Dembele's against St. Johnson. It's there because I can't count, but I've watched it. It's about 20, 30, maybe even 40 passes. I'm exaggerating, but so many passes before he finishes it. Excellent team move. That's really what makes the goal. And then obviously he puts it in the back of the net. It was an excellent team move. But the best goal on the list, I think not, to be honest. Then you've got Jordi Mbula. I hope I've said his name right. Ex-Barcelona, come Monaco now. He picked up the ball near the halfway line, done the roulette, danced past 1 or 2, advanced onto the goal, done a quick bit of feet to evade around 3 or 4 other players, and then he finished it. He beat around 6 or 7 players in total. That was a banger. In the Youth Champions League as well, so it was, for those of you who don't know, it's the Champions League for the kids. So it was a big game. It was against Dortmund, another big giant, and I think it was at the Nou Camp. So yeah, man, it was a great goal, great finish. That's probably my second favourite goal, to be honest, on the list, because of the way I like to see players, the confidence to do that, to be honest with you. In fact, I'm lying, it's probably not, because I now have to remember the other one I was going to bring you guys. Giroud's scorpion kick against, I believe it was Palace at the Emirates. Excellent team move by all the Arsenal players. Of course, I'm going to have a lot of bias into that. And Giroud, a lovely finish. I mean, I can't understand why Andy Carroll's goal, I mean, last year he scored a banger of volley as well. If Giroud's one's on this, his one should be on this as well. And that would be my goal as well, purely because of how he did it. So yeah, and then lastly you had a bicycle kick from a keeper. I think it was in an African league somewhere, and then you've got one by, I think his name is Hutogo or something, Hutango or something, or Hutugo. I can't say his name. Forgive me. I'm poor with names, guys. You guys know this. I've been watching me, but he put in a bicycle kick. All in all, the 10 goals, a lot of them were bangers. They were all great goals, But if I had to list my top 3, I'd say firstly, obviously, the 50/60 yard goal by Alejandro. Then I've got to probably go with Giroud's because of the bias, of course. Then I've got to say Jordi and Bülow, because that's a very good goal. Mandzukic's one was a good goal because of the context as well. And I'm going to say a random one, guys, man. I'm going to shock you guys. I believe Daniel Castillo's goal for the under-17s female team of Colombia, I believe, in her home half. Keeper was on her line and she just got ruined. That's probably my 5 best goals, to be honest with you. If I had to vote, which I'm going to, and I want all of you lot to, because you can vote on the website. We don't have much of a voice in football. I'm going to obviously vote for Giroud and Alejandro. Alejandro's the best goal for me. It's the best goal. Like I said, 50 to 60 yards, the technique, the accuracy, it was rude. That's the only way to put it. It was rude. You had no right. Them sort of goals should not happen in football matches. That's the best goal for me, to be honest. But all of them are debatable, and they all have different contexts and bias that play into their hands. But yeah, guys, Delulu Goon, I'm signing out. Tell me which goal you rated the best. So don't get away without liking. Don't get away without subscribing. Follow me on my socials. And N'Golo Kante signing out.